It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. Team in the Titans on Monday Night Prime Time.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football. As a moment ago, their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves Jack that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 10 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw again. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Gibson again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He shakes him off. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on the board.
Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And all the way down to the 5. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Check four. 26 Mike.
Watson on first down. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and not get free.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They'll recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight, and a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. When you look at me in the truck right now and hear him calling for it, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going. Opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marcus Davenport. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put... points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. got him in. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quick.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a give to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. On the return, Phillips. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
26
Watson off play action. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington defense getting ready. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown.
It got his man complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw again. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Tennessee offense set to go again. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Titans.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they...